Sports are great for several reasons. They improve physical health and fitness, provide stress relief, and create a space for healthy competition. A sport is also a great way of uniting people from all over the world with similar interests, whether it's basketball, soccer, swimming, you name it. Most people might be familiar with these sports, but there are others that have some very unusual requirements and rules. In fact, you've probably never even heard of them. These are the most ridiculous sports ever played. Chess is great, and boxing is great too. But you know what would make them even better? Combining the two. Yes, chess boxing is exactly what it sounds like. It's a sport that involves alternate rounds of chess and boxing. Players can win by knockout during boxing rounds or by checkmate during chess rounds. They can also lose by running out of time or continuously stalling to make a move while playing chess. And for boxing, players can lose for committing multiple rule infractions. So, pretty much the same guidelines of a regular chess game or boxing match. Each player receives boxing gloves that they have to remove when it's time to play the chess round. And during chess, the players receive headphones to block out any unwanted advice or distractions from the audience. What a cool way to bring brains and brawn together under one roof. Why race the normal way when you can do it the fun way? On a toilet. A dunny is an Australian outback term for a toilet, specifically the outdoor type. Only in this case, the dunny has wheels, because the only thing better than a regular toilet is a toilet on wheels. The Dunny Derby involves one person sitting on the throne while two runners push the dunny and another two runners pull the dunny. The length of the race is over 200 meters, and the players have to successfully make it through several obstacles. The teams have to stop and pick up a toilet paper roll, a toilet brush, and also have to empty the bucket. What's in the bucket, you might ask? I don't know, and I definitely don't want to find out. If you're a fan of cheese, then listen up. This sport combines cheese and danger. Sounds fun, right? Well, every year, England hosts a cheese rolling event in the region of Gloucester. Now, I know what you're wondering. Is this a competition where people roll wheels of cheese and see which one wins? Not exactly. A cheese wheel is involved, but not in the way you think. What happens is that a 9-pound round of double Gloucester cheese is rolled from the top of a hill, and competitors chase after it all the way down to the bottom. The first person to get to the bottom of the hill wins, and of course, their prize is that big, juicy wheel of cheese. People come from all over to watch this sport every spring. Originally, the goal was to catch the cheese. However, the cheese normally gets a 1-second head start and starts rolling very quickly, which made the sport very difficult and extremely dangerous. It is reported that 5 in every 15 contestants gets injured during cheese rolling. They've also had to replace the cheese with a foam replica because spectators have gotten injured by the rolling cheese. Does your wife ever tell you that you never uplift her, or you don't carry your own weight around the house? Well, try doing this with her and maybe she'll change her mind. As the name suggests, wife carrying is a sport where a person picks their wife up throws them across their back like a backpack while trying to make it through an obstacle course. Although wife carrying originated in Finland, it has evolved so much that a North American championship was eventually started in 1999. The rules for the North American Championship are slightly different than the ones applied at the World Championships in Finland. In North America, helmets are not required for the women being carried, but the World Championships requires a helmet. And even though it's called wife carrying, you don't actually have to be legally married. So if you really want to participate in this one, but you don't have a wife, don't worry. Bring your girlfriend, or your fiancé, or the girl you went on a date with last week. Heck, you can probably even bring your mom or your grandma. Just don't blame me if you get disqualified. Australia and Southeast Asia are home to the goanna, which is one of the several species of lizard found in these areas. With that in mind, you may think that goanna pulling involves lizards being pulled, but it actually does not include goannas at all. The event gets its name from the fact that the participants look like goannas when taking part in this competition. The sport requires two people to face each other with a heavy leather strap that joins them around their necks. Once the strap is properly fastened on, they start pulling each other. So this sport is pretty much a weird version of tug of war that looks like it can cause some serious neck or head damage. If you're not familiar with polo, it's a sport that involves players riding on horseback while trying to hit a small ball through the opposing team's goal using a long wooden mallet. Well, this next sport is sorta similar to polo. The players ride on horseback and they try to get the ball into their opponent's goal. The only thing is that they're not using an actual ball. They're using a dead goat. And if that wasn't weird enough, the goat is headless. For some games, the objective is to get the goat carcass into a hole, a basket, or around a flag. Here's another fun fact. This is actually the national sport of Afghanistan, but it is played in many different Central Asian countries like Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, and several others. Afghanistan might be going down in history for the country with the most unique national sport. Welcome to today's lesson on popular British terms. The word of the day is gurn, and it is used to describe the act of making a disturbing or distorted face. I guess gurning was just so much fun that they had to take it a step further and make it into an actual sport. The rules are pretty simple. Stick your head through a horse collar and make the most ridiculous face you can. According to the chairman of the World Gurning Championships, Callum Scott, this sport is not just about making the most hideous face possible. He says that the basic aim of gurning is to demonstrate facial dexterity. Callum also said it is mainly about making the biggest transformation in your face. You could win the competition even if you were good looking to start with. In the end, it's all about the transformation. I mean, just take a look at these before and after pictures of Tommy Mattinson. He's known as the Legend of Gurning and has won the World Championship 16 times. If you're anything like me, you hate washing dishes, or doing laundry, or mowing the lawn, or any other household chore for that matter. But some people apparently love household chores so much that they turned them into sports. One chore in particular has been made into an extreme sport: ironing. Extreme ironing originated in England, and it combines 3 elements: physical strength, mental strength, and humor. Competitors are required to bring their iron boards to remote locations and iron items of clothing. And they don't call it an extreme sport for no reason. Some people capture themselves ironing clothes while scuba diving, standing midway up a cliff, and even skydiving. Despite how ridiculous the sport sounds, people take it quite seriously. In fact, there's even an organization called the Extreme Ironing Bureau, which promotes and regulates the sport. This sport is no joke. If you've always had a dream of participating in a wide range of sporting events, but the Olympics just aren't your thing, consider the Summer Redneck Games. The Summer Redneck Games started in 1996 as an alternative to the Olympic Games that were being held in Atlanta, Georgia. This event was actually started in response to a lot of jokes being made about the way the Olympics were being hosted in Atlanta. Well, the joke's on them now, because the Summer Redneck Games has now become an annual competition, gradually increasing in popularity and attendance. As you can see, the events in the Summer Redneck Games are nothing like the Olympic Games. They include the mud pit belly flop, the seed spitting contest, the hubcap hurl, the armpit serenade, bobbin for pig's feet, and redneck horseshoes, where people throw toilet seats instead of horseshoes. Now, we can't talk about ridiculous sports without mentioning ferret legging. This sport involves contestants taking live ferrets and shoving them down their pants. Whoever can stand the ferret's teeth and claws the longest is the winner. However, there are a couple of additional rules to make the contest fair. The pants must be tied at the ankle so the ferret cannot escape, and the pants must have enough room for the ferret to move from ankle to ankle freely. And it's not just the players that have to follow rules, so do the ferrets. They must have all 34 teeth and all their claws. The worst part of this entire sport is that you're not allowed to wear underwear. You're just supposed to let ferrets run wild inside your pants while your goods are exposed. And sure, ferrets may look furry and adorable, but look at those teeth and claws. The mere thought of all the things that could go wrong is disturbing. The current record for ferret legging is about 5 hours and 30 minutes. All I can say is, don't try this at home. Have you ever participated in any unusual sports like the ones in this video? Let us know in the comments below. If you made it to the end of this video, that can only mean one thing. You are seriously into some weird-ish. So go ahead and press that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more weird content just like this.